Hello, everyone. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning. Welcome to this year's live watch-along of the Google I/O event. It is shaping up to potentially be one heck of an event based on all the articles from like Google 9 to 5 and Gadget. It really has got a lot of potential, I think, to being one of the most influential ones yet. And this is despite the fact last year they obviously announced Google's AI overviews to roll out across multiple countries. I'm already seeing this disruption from that, even just 1 year on. So at the moment, we're probably about 10, 12 minutes away from actually being live with the I/O. We've currently got the DJ currently going at the moment. It's in the outdoor amphitheatre. I know there's a large number of SEOs who have made the journey there as well, and also native to the US. Toro Yamoi did say he was going to start ramping up as he was getting closer. So it's going to be interesting how this goes and moves on. So please do let me know in the comments what your predictions are for the I/O this year. There's a few ones on the way. I, again, this year have my Google I/O bingo card. So things which I'm predicting or think might happen this year. So this year on the docket, I've got AI mode being rolled out. Learn about being rolled out as well, because that's been quite heavy in Google Labs and I've tested it quite a bit and I actually like it as a tool for researching. VTO, so virtual try-on, that was something that was included in a blog post that Google put out. They put out the GIFs, is the AI try-on of different clothing. Given how they're moving into products, different areas, this might be something we see being announced as well, along with AI, especially on products. Astra, which again I think a lot of people predict to be rolled out again this year. Specific AI agents for different sectors. So we know with the EU they're having issues with things like the hotel booker, the travel things, and things like that. So maybe as a workaround, creating AI agents specific to that. I've also gone down that route and said potentially on the bingo card with an AI price comparison function. So again, using all the data from Merchant Center, Google, and all the listings, it potentially could be something there that they may integrate further and use for, I don't know, as another AI feature, especially around e-commerce and shopping. And then the final three are a little bit more fun. So this one's a given. Someone probably someday will at least say the public response to AI has been amazing or something along those lines, because they're seeing them sending more traffic and more engagement and whatnot. The last two, the first one of these, I've said Google goes full Netscape. So we've already seen it trying to add Discover to the desktop layout with desktop itself. So if it then takes that a step further and actually becomes more like a portal, like how maybe even like Yahoo is a neighbor of Baidu at the moment. And then the final one, which I've seen some murmurs of, is kind of like a Pinterest style platform. So I'll put the bingo card against my fan there because we're having a heat wave. I say heat wave. It's getting warm in the UK for once. So we're actually putting fans places, which is quite nice. So like I said, we're probably about 9 minutes or so away from the I/O kicking off and actually starting to cause a ruckus somewhere. So please do drop a comment of where you are from, what your predictions are for the I/O keynote, and what you really think you're going to see from this one. Also, please do drop the channel a like and subscribe. It does mean a lot. It goes a long way. And also, please do share across other platforms if you are so inclined. Also, if you do want to have a conversation, please do drop in the comments. Some people, I may see if I can get on this as well, have an open conversation around this, make it all happy in community and, all the nice things around conversations in that way. So like I said, the DJ set's been on. He played for about 20 minutes, used Lyra. It's kind of synth, a little bit lo-fi-esque. He ramped it up a little bit more, but it was really kind of digital background music. It was quite nice, to be honest. Obviously, there was a plug for Lyra at the end. So we're still waiting on, we're still hanging on, just wanting just to see another 5-10 minutes or so. Typically, based on the last 2-3 years, probably the keynote will last around about 2 hours. I'll be here for that period. I've got my water, I've got everything stocked up. So hopefully we'll see some good things launched. Like again, AI mode will potentially be launched. That seems to be the one which is the most predicted, alongside a lot of more integration with things like Project Astra. Throughout today, there's been a lot of heavy advertising, shall I say, across Google Drive and also a couple of different providers just around Gemini and using that in places. And there is expected to be a firmware update for the material for Pixel Watch as well. So that potentially will further impact things and bring more AI to smartwatches. So it's kind of bringing more things into that AI ecosystem from external and increasing more accessibility, I guess, around that. Please do let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. It'd be great to see. Again, I like the graphics this year. I can't really remember how dissimilar they are to last year. The DJ set, in my opinion, was a lot better this year. Sorry, just doing a few shares on LinkedIn. You know, the good stuff, get the socials out. But please do drop a hello in the comments. Please do let me know where you're from. Please also do let me know what your thoughts are going to be for this, what your expectations are. Yeah, really, please do drop it in the comments and let us know. And again, if you are enjoying this kind of content and commentary and want to see more from SALT, especially around our AI stuff, please do drop a like and subscribe to the channel. I feel my hat alone is probably worth the like and subscribe. And I'm back. So yeah, we're probably expecting the keynote to start in the next 2-3 minutes. It's scheduled for 6 p.m. UK. It'll be interesting to see what comes out first. There's a lot of predictions going on. Again, like I said, I'll go for it again. I've got my Watchalong bingo card ready. on there, which a lot of people have also kind of gone out as well. There's AI mode potentially being rolled out. There's the learn about potentially being also rolled out as well. The virtual try-on, which was included in a Google blog post, I think in March 2024, but hasn't really been spoken about much since. But it's a really cool AI feature where you can see how clothes fit different body shapes, sizes, etc., different things. The expansion of Astra, AI agents for specific segments, potentially as a way around some of the restrictions going on at the moment, especially like in travel, where they're being seen as monopolistic. So if they use AI in that sense, it gets it around that way. AI price comparison functions, just around, again, taking all the data they've got and all the markup from things like Merchant Center and PLAs and creating almost like a marketplace within eBay itself to compete with the eBays, your Amazons and things like that, especially around product searches. Just give them a little propeller a spin. And then 3 kind of more outward one-on-ones and easy low-hanging fruit, but somebody will say the public's response to AI has been amazing. I know a lot of the blog posts already say like there's 1 billion uses of AI overviews or something like that. Google may launch a Pinterest style platform. I've got that on there as well. And then also Google going the full Netscape. So becoming more like a portal like Yahoo. They've already started integrating Google Discover onto the desktop, adding AI mode, adding other features, adding news filters onto there, and kind of becoming more of a portal to kind of keep people in that ecosystem isn't potentially too far-fetched, especially with things like the touted potential Pinterest style platform, the updates coming out to Google Pixel watches that will have Gemini more integrated. So I think we're about probably, I mean, this is spitballing, we should be going live shortly. It was scheduled for 6 p.m. UK time, 10 a.m. Pacific time. I imagine there's something that's happening here because this looks slightly different to what we've seen before. Is something actually going? I think we're at the end game now for this because we will look going live. So please do let me know in the comments what your predictions are about baiting these. Come back to the orange spinning magnifying glasses. Please let me know in the comments what your predictions are for this I/O. What would you like to see Google do? What do you think they're going to publish? Do you think AI mode will actually go live and go global? Do you think anything else will happen? Do you think it'll just be further access? Yeah, please do let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. When it does start, I will turn the volume up a little bit more if you can hear back through the stream. Just until then, it's just kind of lo-fi, techie background music. So not really kind of talking over that too much. So again, please do let me know in the comments. Here we go. And we've started straight off with AI. So straight off the bat, we've got Imogen and Vio. I'm just going to turn the volume up on this. There we go. Okay. That kind of tent style looks a little bit like what the new Man United Stadium will look like. Okay, I thought we was on Tatooine for a second.
This town ain't seen nothing yet.
So this is AI generated with VO, which is pretty cool. So this is Google's VO that has generated this video. That is really good. Okay, some Minecraft-esque. Oh no, it's the Chromosaurus eating a watermelon. Big bird just exploded. kind of feel this feels a little bit like a Samsung Galaxy advert from the early 2010s. So I'm sure they did something with the coloured balls and stuff, and then you've got the immersive Google logo, blending all systems together. Okay, we've got Sundar.
Wow, cool video. Looks like the team has been having some fun. Hello, everyone. Good morning. Welcome to Google I/O.
Going to amend the layout so people can see the captions.
So good to see everyone here in Shoreline. And hello to everyone joining virtually around the world.
Hello, Sundar.
I learned that today is the start of Gemini season. Not really sure what the big deal is. Every day is Gemini season here at Google. Normally, you wouldn't have heard much from us in the weeks leading up to I/O. That's because we'd be saving our best models for this stage. But in our Gemini era, we're just as likely to ship our most intelligent model on a random Tuesday in March, or a really cool breakthrough like Alpha Evolve just a week before.
Okay.
We want to get our best models into your hands and our product ASAP.
So Alpha Evolve
So
is
we
the
are
new
shipping
benchmark.
faster than ever. We've announced over a dozen models and research breakthroughs and released over 20 major AI products and features, all since the last I/O. I'm particularly excited about the rapid model progress. You can see the step function change here. ELO scores, one measure of progress, are up more than 300 points since the first generation of Gemini Pro. And today, Gemini 2.5 Pro sweeps the LM Arena leaderboard in all categories.
Okay, so we've got DeepSeek on there. I don't see Perplexities or Claude models, but that's probably they didn't make it.
State of the art on many benchmarks. And they've also made rapid progress in coding. Our updated 2.5 Pro reached #1 on WebDev Arena and now surpasses the previous version by 142 ELO points. It's getting a lot of love across the top coding platforms thanks to all of you. On Cursor, the leading AI code editor, Gemini is the fastest growing model of the year, producing hundreds of thousands of lines of accepted code every single minute.
So where are we going with
Now,
this?
this last milestone might be the most impressive, at least in some circles. A couple of weeks ago, Gemini completed Pokemon Blue.
I mean, I remember completing Pokemon Blue as a 7-year-old, so was I 7? Might be 9. Either way, so Gemini's as smart as a 9-year-old.
Bringing us one step closer to achieving API, artificial Pokemon intelligence.
Okay.
All of this progress is enabled by our world-leading infrastructure, the foundation of our full-stack approach to AI.
I've always got time for a Pokemon
Our
joke.
third-generation TPU, Ironwood, is the first design to power thinking and inference at scale. It delivers 10x the performance.
Everyone watching on the stream, please do drop in the comments where you're from. Please let me know what you're expecting to see announced. At the moment, we've just started off with a little bit of
coming to Google Cloud customers later this year.
What's the best way of saying it? Showing off about how good Gemini is and that they shipped out for Evolve the week before I/O.
Deliver dramatically faster models. Of the top models on the LM Arena leaderboard, Gemini holds the top 3 spots for highest output tokens generated per second.
Okay.
All while model prices are coming down significantly.
So a lot of Gemini peacocking.
It's a hard trade-off between price and performance. Yet over and over, we've been able to deliver the best models at the most effective price point. Not only is Google leading this
I just got some nice comments from LinkedIn. Thank you, Ihor. Ihor. I hope I say that right.
The result,
Sorry.
More intelligence available for everyone, everywhere. And the world is responding and adopting AI faster than ever before.
Okay, this feels like he's leading into AI mode.
This time last year, we were processing 9.7 trillion tokens a month across our products and APIs. Now, we are processing 480 trillion monthly tokens. That's about a 50x increase in just a year.
I wonder what the environmental impact and energy impact on that has been. Not wanting to put that spin on things,
but of adoption across our developer AI tools. Today, over 7 million developers have built with the Gemini API across
Mhm.
both Google AI Studio and Vertex AI. Over 5x growth since last I/O,
Mhm.
and Gemini usage on Vertex AI is up more than 40 times since last year. AI adoption is increasing across our products. The Gemini app now has over 400 million monthly active users. We are seeing strong growth and
I think
engagement,
400 million
particularly
MAUs
with
similar to
2.5
Instagram off the top of my
For
head.
those using 2.5 Pro in the Gemini app, usage has gone up 45%. You will hear a lot more about the Gemini app later. We're also seeing incredible momentum in search. Today,
Here we
AI
go.
overviews have more than 1.5 billion users every month.
That's interesting because
That
I think a
means
blog
Google Search
post
is bringing
maybe
generative AI
2-3 weeks
to
ago or a
more
month
people
ago only
than
said it was about
any
1
other
billion.
product in the world. And along
So
with
that could
AI
be
overviews,
huge adoption.
AI mode is the next big step for search.
Yep, here we
You'll
go.
hear more about this later. What
AI
all this
overviews
progress
teased.
means is that we are in a new
Mode
phase
even.
of the AI platform shift, where decades of research are becoming reality for people all over the world. I want to share 3 examples of how research is transforming our products today. Project Starline, Astra, and Mariner. We debuted Project Starline, our breakthrough 3D video technology at I/O a few years back. The goal was
Yeah, I
to
remember
create a
that.
feeling
So
of
okay,
being in a
Mariner
screen
as
room
well.
with someone, even if you were far apart. We've continued to make technical advances, and today we are ready to announce our next chapter, introducing Google Beam, a new AI-first video communications platform.
Okay.
Beam uses a new state-of-the-art video model to transform 2D video streams into a realistic 3D experience. Behind the scenes, an array of 6 cameras captures you from different angles. And with AI, we can merge these video streams together and render you on a 3D light feed display. With near perfect head tracking down to the millimeter and at 60 frames per second, all in real time.
Okay, so one step closer to hollow calls, basically.
Deeply immersive conversational experience. We are so excited to bring this technology to others. In collaboration with HP, the first Google Beam devices will be available for early customers later this year.
Wow, so late this
HP
year.
will have a lot more to share a few weeks from now. Stay tuned.
That's impressive they're now doing that level of rendering like
Over
as
the
quickly.
years, we've been bringing underlying technology from Starline into Google Meet. That includes real-time speech translation to help break down language barriers.
Mm-hmm.
Here's an example of how this could be useful when booking a vacation rental in South America and you don't speak the language. Let's take a look.
Hi, Camilla. Let me turn on speech translation.
It's nice to finally talk to you.
Es bueno hablarte finalmente. No puedo esperar a alquilar tu casa.
Te vas a divertir mucho. Creo que te va a encantar.
You're going to have a lot of fun, and I think you're going to love visiting the city.
Okay,
The
this
house
is pretty
in
cool.
a very nice neighborhood and overlooks the mountains.
That sounds wonderful. Is the house
Eso suena maravilloso. ¿Es la
So it's
casa
for live
cercada de
text
transporte
translation.
público o recomiendas
No, it's
alquilar
really
un
cool.
coche?
I mean, it'll be interesting to see how it's further integrated, especially
There's a
for more
bus nearby,
accessibility and not
But
just
I would recommend renting a car
instances
so
like
you
this.
can visit the nature and enjoy it.
That sounds great.
Eso suena genial.
Oh, look, someone else has got a propeller hat.
You can see how well it matches the speaker's tone, patterns, and even their expression.
That's pretty cool. It
We're
gets the
even
inflections.
closer to having a natural and free-flowing conversation across languages. And today, we are introducing this real-time speech translation directly in Google Meet. English and Spanish translation is now available for subscribers, with more languages rolling out in the next few weeks.
Cool.
And real-time translation will be coming to enterprises later this year.
Okay, so it's getting closer to that kind of
Another early research project
earpiece,
that
I think,
debuted on
like Men in
I/O
Black and
stage,
Star Wars.
Project Astra. It explores the future capabilities of a universal AI assistant that can understand the world around us.
First one off the bingo
Starting
card.
to bring it to our products. Today, Gemini Live has Project Astra's camera and screen
With
sharing
Project Astra.
capabilities, so you can talk about anything you see. People are using it in so many ways,
I'll take that one.
whether practicing for a job interview or training for a marathon. We've been appreciating the feedback from our trusted testers and some who are a little less trusted. Take a look.
That's a pretty nice convertible.
I think you might have mistaken the garbage truck for a convertible. Is there anything else I can help you with?
What's this skinny building doing in my neighborhood?
It's a street light, not a building.
Why are
Okay,
those
I've been
pumpkins
using
so short? I'm
ChatGPT's
worried about
version of
them.
this for a while, and I do
They're
like
not
it.
short. They're actually pretty tall.
But this is pretty
Sick
cool.
convertible.
Garbage truck again. Anything else?
Oh, it
Why do
remembered.
people keep delivering packages to my lawn?
It's not a package. It's a utility box.
Hmm.
Why is this person following me wherever I walk?
No one's following you. That's just your shadow.
Okay, that's pretty cool. That's a huge accessibility, and yeah, I mean that's just cool.
Gemini is pretty good at telling you when you're wrong. We are rolling this out to everyone on Android and iOS starting today. Next, we also have a research prototype, Project Mariner. It's an agent that can interact with the web and get stuff done.
Right.
Stepping back, we think of agents as systems that combine the intelligence of advanced AI models with access to tools. They can take actions on your behalf and under your control. Computer use is an important agentic capability. It's what enables agents to interact with and operate browsers and other software. Project Mariner was an early step forward in testing computer use capability. We released it as an early research prototype in December, and we've made a lot of progress since. First, we are introducing multitasking, and it can now oversee up to 10 simultaneous tasks.
That's pretty cool.
Second, it's using a feature called Teach and Repeat. This is where you can show it a task once, and it learns a plan for similar tasks in the future.
Right. So that's
We are
quite
bringing
important when you're
Project
building any
Mariner's
kind of
computer
agentic
use capabilities
operational workflow.
to
That's
developers
pretty.
via the Gemini
That's
API.
actually really important.
Trusted testers like Automation Anywhere and UiPath are already starting to build with it, and it will be available more broadly this summer. Computer use is part of a broader set of tools we will need to build for an agent ecosystem to flourish, like our open agent-to-agent protocol so that agents can talk to each other.
Mm-hmm.
We launched this at Cloud Next with the support of over 60 technology partners and hope to see that number grow. Then there is the Model Context Protocol introduced by Anthropic so agents can access other services. And today we are excited to announce that our Gemini SDK is now compatible with MCP
Wow.
tools.
Okay, that's pretty cool for that. Especially that's good.
These technologies will work together to make agents even more useful. And we are starting to bring agentic capabilities to Chrome, Search, and the Gemini app. Let me show you what we are excited about in the Gemini app. We call it Agent Mode. Say you want to find an apartment for you and 2 roommates in Austin.
Yeah.
You've each got a budget of $1,200 a month. You want a washer dryer,
Specific
or at least a laundromat
agents
nearby.
for specific sectors.
Normally, you'd have to spend a lot of time scrolling through endless listings. Using Agent Mode, the Gemini app goes to work behind the scenes. It finds listings from sites like Zillow that match your criteria and uses Project Mariner when needed to adjust very specific filters. If there's an apartment you want to check out, Gemini uses MCP to access the listing and even schedule a tour on your behalf. And
That's pretty cool. So I remember like 2-3 years ago they did one where it was a phone assistant booking a lady's haircut. So this kind of feels like an extension of that, but less outward and more internal.
An experimental version of the Agent Mode in the Gemini app will be coming soon to subscribers. This is a new and emerging area, and we are excited to explore how best to bring the benefits of agents to users and the ecosystem more broadly.
Yeah, that makes sense.
the best way we can bring research into reality is to make it really useful in your own reality. That's where personalization will be really powerful.
Right.
We are working to bring this to life with something we call personal context. With your permission, Gemini models can use relevant context across your Google apps in a way that is private,
Hey,
transparent,
George.
and fully under
How are you
your
doing?
control.
Thank you for
Let
joining
me
us.
show you an example in Gmail.
You're not far from me.
You might be
I'm over
familiar
in
with
North
our
Bradford.
AI-powered smart reply features. It's amazing how popular they are. Now imagine if those responses could sound like you. That's the idea behind personalized smart replies. Let's say my friend wrote to me looking for advice. He's taking a road trip to Utah, and he remembers I did this trip before. Now, if I'm being honest, I would probably reply something short and unhelpful. Sorry, Felix. But with personalized smart reply, I can be a better friend. That's because Gemini can do almost all the work for me. Looking up my notes in Drive, scanning past emails for reservations, and finding my itinerary in Google Docs, trip to Zion National Park.
Okay.
Gemini matches my typical greetings from past emails.
Yeah, so this is
Adjusts my tone,
further integration and
style,
further expansion
and
of
favorite word choices,
some of the
and then
assistant
it
stuff we're seeing.
automatically generates a reply. I love how it included details like keeping driving time under 5 hours per day, and it uses my favorite adjective, exciting.
Okay, that
Just say,
personalization's
maybe
gonna
you want to make a couple of changes to it.
just
and
cause
hit
more potential
send.
chaos,
This
I
will
guess.
be available in Gmail this summer for subscribers.
Okay.
And you can imagine how helpful personal context will be across
This feels a little bit like last
Docs,
year where they
Gemini, and more.
these are all
Today,
cool,
I've talked
but
about
they're not
intelligence, agents, and personalization.
we're not AI mode.
These are a few of the frontiers where we will make progress.
Come on.
And you'll hear more examples throughout the keynote. But first, I want to invite someone who can share more about the intelligence driving our future innovation. Last year, I introduced him as Sir Demis. This year, we can add Nobel laureate to his list of titles.
No, cool.
Come on out, Demis.
Hello, Demis. Okay, so now we move on to DeepMind.
Hey everyone, it's really great to be back here at I/O. We're living through a remarkable moment in history, where AI is making possible an amazing new future. It's been a year of relentless progress for us. As Sundar said, people love
Let's
interacting
take off
with
the
Gemini
agent
2.5.
stuff because that's another one on the
We've
bingo
seen
card.
Vibe coded it,
I did
Zoom
share the
engaged
bingo
now,
card on
and
LinkedIn
seen
earlier
the
if
show.
anyone is
We've
interested
used
in
its
being
vast
as sad as me and
reaching
playing
power
all
for
at home.
everything from
But we've
unpacking
had
scientific
Astra
data to
and Matt, so
understanding
currently
human
two
videos.
out of
And you've
9.
told us how collaborative, insightful, and genuinely helpful you found using Gemini. It's so exciting for us
Really?
to see the awesome things you've all been doing and building with it. Gemini 2.5 Pro is our most intelligent model ever, and the best foundation model in the world. Just 2 weeks ago, we shipped a preview of an updated 2.5 Pro, so you could get your hands on it and start building with it right away. We've been really impressed by what you've created, from turning sketches into interactive apps to simulating entire 3D cities. The new 2.5 Pro
I've been using it for much more
popular
boring
coding
stuff.
leaderboard Web Dev Arena. And now that it incorporates LearnLM, our family of models built with educational experts, 2.5 Pro
is this
also
Learn
the
About?
leading model for learning. And it's #1 across all the leaderboards on LM Arena. Gemini Flash is our most efficient workhorse model.
No, it's just going
It's
through
been incredibly
models.
popular with developers who love
Oh,
its
come
speed
on,
and low
give us
cost.
the stuff which we all know we're
Today,
here
I'm
for.
thrilled to announce that we're releasing an updated version of 2.5 Flash. The new Flash is better in nearly every dimension, improving across key benchmarks for reasoning, code, and long context.
Come on.
In fact, it's second only to 2.5 Pro on the LM Arena leaderboard.
Please do let us know in the comments
I'm
what your
excited to
thoughts
say
are,
the
how
Flash
excited you
will
are
be
for this, what your
generally available
predictions
in early
are.
June, with Pro
Hello,
coming up.
Mario. Ciao from NYC. I was in New York a year and a half ago. I've been to New York a few times. It's a lovely city. How are you doing?
Making final
What do you think is going to be
adjustments
shown
based on your
at
feedback, but you can go try out the preview now.
IO this year. I
in
almost said the
AI
AI
Studio,
this year.
Vertex
It's all
AI,
AI, isn't
and
it?
Gemini app. As always, we're looking to push the state of the art relentlessly forward, and we're excited about our latest research advancements. To tell you more, I'd like to welcome Tulsi to the stage. But first, let's take a look at what you're building with Gemini today.
Come on. I feel like this is a lot of hors d'oeuvre and a lot of bread. This is a lot of bread and olives. Yes, it's really cool, some of the AI advances, and some of it is a little bit scary in the wider context, but the majority of us are just here to see what they're going to be launching in terms of AI. Can everyone hear the actual stream okay, or have I messed up a setting somewhere? Last year, people were complaining that the settings were messed up, so I had to do a quick amend, but no one's complained yet this year. So I'm just going to assume we're good. Also, the dark and light on this is messing with me something chronic.
Can you make a bunch of like confetti circles explode out of my mouse?
I've updated this yet.
Yeah, they show a lot of fun things, but show us data analysis, show us problem solving, show us seasonal trend stuff, show us something which affects the day to day. I've never, I mean, if you're a graphic designer, this is all cool, but show me something I can use. Hi, Tulsi. Was Tulsi on it last year? I can't remember. I'm going to turn the light on.
Thanks, Demis. I'm so excited to share the improvements we're creating to make it easier for developers like all of you to build with Gemini 2.5.
There we go. George, I'm expecting some enhancements of AI overviews working together with Notebook LM. Yeah, I think there's a couple of Notebook LM releases earlier today as well. So that was interesting. So that'll be there's been a lot of kind of releases kind of coming out. Add that to this, everyone can see that. Yeah, I am very much agreeing with that. So Mario as well. I think they'll maybe add discovery mode below the search bar and then AI mode always on for answers to queries. I'm not disagreeing with you there. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. I actually have on my bingo card, rather facetiously, over the bottom, Google Go's full Netscape. So that's the idea that they'll have about like search will almost become a search directory, AI mode as default. They've already spoken about putting Discover onto the homepage as well, and just kind of other stuff. I mean, they've got the capabilities to put news on there. They've got the capabilities to. Also, in my opinion, as well, because I mean, they need to find other streams. So, travel industry sections. The ability to use AI to integrate all the marketplace stuff they've got from PLAs and Merchant Center, they can potentially just put all that together and have almost like a personalized home screen like Netscape. Also, Holly, thank you for joining us from Wigan. Yeah, the hat. I randomly got this hat 8 years ago at a thrift store in a little village, or I say village, a small town in Virginia on the east coast of America. Just walking through a town just in the Shenandoah Valley, saw this hat in the window, went in, turned out it's an authentic Nougat hat with a new logo on. It was $20. I bought it. And yeah, it's one of my favorite hats. So I've completely missed everything that Tulsi's now saying, but it's just Gemini and DeepMind related. We're going to see further enhancements in this anyway.
Gemini API and Vertex AI. Thought summaries take the model's raw thoughts and organize them into a clear format with headers, key details, and information about model actions like tool calls. This gives you increased transparency.
I just did what anyone will do, Charlie.
Which is
you see a Nougat hat, you take it.
While also just being easy to debug.
Okay. Come on. We've had enough bread and olives now. We're filling up on bread.
2.5 Flash is even more efficient.
Yes, we know 2.5 Flash is good. We've literally had 26 minutes of how good Gemini Flash is on the leaderboards.
Finally, we launched 2.5 Flash with thinking budgets to give you control over cost and latency versus quality. And the response was great. So we're bringing thinking budgets to 2.5 Pro, which will roll out in the coming weeks,
thinking budgets,
along with our generally available model.
No one's quite
The
yet
thinking
said the
budget,
response to
you can
AI has
have
been
more
amazing. It's
control
just
over
been
how
what they're
many
building, so I'm not
models
going to take it off on the bingo
before
card just
respond.
yet because
Or
I
you
feel
can
that's a
simply
bit of a
turn it off.
stretch. I think that will come with AI mode
Now,
or AI
as you
overviews.
heard from Demis, Gemini 2.5 Pro is incredible at coding. So now let me show you how you can take any idea
Oh,
you have
first
and
live
bring it to
demo,
life.
half an hour in.
So if you've ever been to the American Museum of Natural History in New York City, it has
I
a
have,
set
it's
of
wonderful.
amazing exhibits.
I recommend anyone goes.
So to bring that to you today, I got 2.5 Pro to code me a simple web app in Google AI Studio to share some photos and learn more. So here's what I have so far. But I want to make it more interactive. And I'm still brainstorming the design, but I've got some ideas. You've seen something like this before, right? Someone comes to you with a brilliant idea scratched on a napkin.
Oh, this feels
As a
like
PM,
it's going to
I'm often with something.
disrupt design,
Now,
disrupt being part
Standard
of the industry.
two-dimensional web design is one thing, but
This
I
will be
wanted to make
interesting.
it
Oh, Mario,
3D.
you've liked me on LinkedIn. Are we connected on
And I
LinkedIn?
learned that
Let me
jumping
just
into
double
3D
check.
isn't easy.
If we're
It
not, let's
requires
fix that.
learning about all kinds of new things, setting up a
No, we are
theme,
connected.
camera,
Cool. I will not.
lighting, and more.
Oh no, of
Luckily
course we
for
are.
me, 2.5 Pro can help.
Oh man, sorry, my brain is
So
completely
here,
gone.
what I'm
It's been a
going
long
to
day.
do is I am going to add the
Oh,
image I
brain gone.
just showed you with the sphere. And I'm going to add in a prompt that asks 2.5 Pro to update my code based on the image. So we'll let 2.5 Pro get
Oh,
to
this
work.
is going to be
And
cool.
as you can see, it's starting to think, and it's going ahead and creating a plan based on what I asked for. And it'll apply it to my existing code base.
Please do not be afraid to say hi
Because
in the
Gemini
chat.
is
Let me know where you're
multimodal,
from.
it
If
can
you are enjoying
understand
this,
the
or
abstract
if you're just
sketch
enjoying the
and
hat,
pose beautiful
please do
animations,
drop the video
applying
or the
them
live
to my
stream a like,
existing
and
app.
please do subscribe to the channel.
So this
It
takes
all
about
is
2
very
minutes.
appreciating
So for the
and
purpose of
means I'm
time,
not
we're
just
going
sat
to do
here
this
like a
baking show
mad
style.
person on a Tuesday
And
night.
I'm going to jump to another tab that I ran right before the keynote with the same prompt. And here's what Gemini generates. Whoa.
That's immense. Think about the data
We went from
visualizations you can
that
make
rough
with that.
sketch
You can actually take
directly
people on
to code,
journeys.
updating multiple of my files. And actually, you can see it thought for 37 seconds. And you can see the
That
changes
is
it thought through,
insane.
and then the files it updated. We did all of this in AI Studio, so once I finished prototyping, I can simply deploy the code along with my Gemini API key. So here's our final app in Chrome. Look at these animations. And I didn't need to
It's just a
have
transition.
advanced knowledge of
I think the
.NET
animations are the wrong
library
thing to focus on, and
or
that's the
figure
thing
out
to
the
focus on.
complex 3D math to build this. I know it would have taken forever to do
God,
this
imagine like
and instead,
if you could
I
take
was
this
able to
technology,
just
draw
based
like
on
room
image.
layouts and house layouts and import that into like The
I can make
Sims or
this
something
experience
like that.
even richer with
That would
multimodality.
save
So
hours
I
of
used 2.5
house
Flash
building and
to add a question to
probably
each
defeat
photo,
the objective of The
inviting
Sims,
you to learn a
really.
little more about it. But what if it talked? That's where Gemini's native audio comes in.
That's a pangolin, and its scales are made of keratin, just like your fingernails.
That's pretty cool.
Wow. Now we're talking.
So that's like the
You
lens
can hear how
stuff
you can
built
add
into your own
expressive audio
photos.
right into your app. And before I share more, I'll leave this demo with another fun layout that 2.5 Pro coded just for us.
Half an hour in, hydration check. Stay hydrated, everyone.
We put the starter code for anyone to build on top of this demo in Google AI Studio, so go try it out. And
That's
this
cool.
is just one example of how Gemini 2.5 is changing how we build and how you can leverage the incredible capabilities to integrate vision, speech, and coding into your own application.
Yeah.
2.5 Pro is available on your favorite IDE platforms and in Google products like Android Studio, Firebase Studio, Gemini Code Assist, and our asynchronous coding agent, Joule.
Okay. So that's a big rollout. So they're going after the dev and vibe code market definitely there,
Just
which
submit
you'd
a task,
expect.
and Joule takes care of the rest, fixing bugs, making updates. It integrates with GitHub and works on its own.
Okay.
Jules can tackle complex tasks in large code bases that used to take hours, like updating an older version of Node.js. It can plan the steps, modify files, and more in minutes. So today, I'm delighted to announce that Jules is now in public beta, so anyone can sign up at jules.google.
Okay, that's another nice thing. I'm just going to go do that immediately. Jules.google.
And like Gemma said, we're always innovating on new approaches to improve our models, including making them more efficient and performant. We first revolutionized image and video generation by pioneering.
That's actually pretty cool. For anyone who's gone through
A
Jules.
diffusion model learns to generate output by refining noise step by step. Today, we're bringing the power of diffusion to text with our newest research model. This helps it excel at tasks like editing, including in the context of math.
Output slowed down.
Because it doesn't just generate.
Did I just see the little disclaimer there? That was like you know how you get like not real gameplay footage or sequences shortened. That said output slowed down. So that was actually faster probably in real life.
That leverages
and they slowed it down to make it visually appealing.
Extremely low latency. For example, the version of Gemini Diffusion we're releasing today generates 5 times faster than even 2.0 Flash Lite, our fastest model so far, while matching its coding performance. So take this math example. Ready? Go. If you blinked, you missed it.
Wow.
Now earlier, we sped things up, but this time, we're going to slow it down a little bit.
Okay, so literally what I just said. Okay, right.
Pretty cool to see the process of how the model gets to the answer of 39.
You're
this
welcome.
Model is
welcome,
currently testing with a small group. And we'll continue our work on different approaches, lowering latency.
Please let me know in the comments where you're from. Please let me know what your thoughts are. Please let me know what your predictions are for this I/O.
For more in the future of Gemini,
what are you expecting? Oh, are we going back to Demis? Yeah, we're back to Demis, the Sir and the Noble Laureate.
Thanks, Tulsi. We've been busy exploring the frontiers of thinking capabilities in Gemini 2.5. As we know from our experience with AlphaGo, responses improve when we give these models more time to think. Today, we're making 2.5 Pro even better by introducing a new mode we're calling Deep Think.
Okay.
It pushes model performance to its limits, delivering groundbreaking results. Deep Think uses our latest cutting-edge research in thinking and reasoning, including parallel techniques. So far,
okay, so it's like multi-parallelism.
It gets an impressive score on USAMO 2025, currently one of the hardest maths benchmarks. It leads on live code bench, difficult benchmarks for code competition level coding. And since Gemini has been natively multimodal from the start, it's no surprise that it also excels on the main benchmark measuring this, MMMU. Because we're defining the frontier with 2.5 Pro Deep Think, we're taking a little bit of extra time to conduct more frontier safety evaluations and get further input from safety experts. As part of that, we're going to make it available to trusted testers via the Gemini API to get their feedback before making it widely available.
Okay.
You'll hear more about our plans for 2.5 Pro Deep Think from Josh later today. Over the past decade, we've laid a lot of the foundations for the modern AI era. From our pioneering work inventing the Transformers architecture, which today underpins all large language models, to agent systems like AlphaGo and AlphaZero, we continue to double down on the breadth and depth of our fundamental.
Christ, was that really 7 years ago?
The next big breakthroughs that are needed for artificial general intelligence. Gemini is already the best multimodal foundation model, but we're working hard to extend it to become what we call a world model. That is a model that can make plans and imagine new experiences by simulating aspects of the world, just like the brain does. This is something I've always been passionate about, having thought about virtual worlds since my early days, developing AI for simulation games like Theme Park. We've been taking strides in this direction for a while.
That feels very 2003.
Agents to master complex games like Go and StarCraft. to most recently, our Genie 2 model, capable of generating 3D simulated environments that you can interact with just from a single image prompt.
That's insane for indie gamers and indie gaming studios.
Capabilities emerging in the way Gemini can use its world knowledge and reasoning to represent things in nature. And in VO, our state-of-the-art video model, which has a deep understanding of intuitive physics, like how gravity, light, and materials behave. Really incredible
That's a very
how well
viscous
VO
liquid.
maintains accuracy and consistency across frames. It knows what to do, even when the prompts get a little creative, like this person made out of live grass. Understanding the physical environment will also be critical for robotics. AI systems will need world models to operate effectively in the real world. We fine-tuned a specialized model, Gemini Robotics, that teaches robots to do useful things like grasp, follow instructions, and adjust to novel tasks on the fly. For those of you here today,
pretty cool.
you can play around with the robots in the AI sandbox.
Mastering Go is a thing, yeah.
Making Gemini a full world model is a critical step in unlocking a new kind of AI.
Okay.
One that's helpful.
Oh yeah, the universal AI system. I mean,
that's intelligent and
I think it was 2023. I think I've said this previously. It's like they did the booking a woman's haircut, ladies trim or something, or ladies cut.
For the Gemini app, to transform it into a universal AI assistant, an AI that's personal, proactive, and powerful, and one of our
proactive bit's
milestones on the road
interesting.
to AGI. This starts with the capabilities we first explored last year.
AGI, Artificial General Intelligence.
Such as video understanding, screen sharing, and memory.
Astra, again.
Over the past year, we've been integrating capabilities like these to Gemini Live for more people to experience today. Of course, we continue to relentlessly.
Can everyone hear this? Okay, can everyone see the captions? Okay. Like last year, I had a few complaints about the sound, so I'm just making sure it's functioning and I've not broken anything.
Let's take a look.
I'm here with the latest research prototype of Project Astra, and we're going to see how it can help me fix my bike. Hey, go online and look for a user's manual for a Huffy mountain bike.
I have found a user manual for you. What would you like to know about it?
Okay, cool. Now scroll until you find the section about the brakes.
This is putting granddads out of business everywhere who can fix bikes.
I think I stripped this screw. Can you go on YouTube and find a video for how to fix that?
Of course. I'm opening YouTube now. This looks like a good video.
I like that he's got the don't disturb on whilst filming this. Just
can you go through my emails with the bike shop and find which size hex nut I need?
Sure. According to the email from Bicycle Habitat, you need a 3/8" hex nut for your sprocket. I've highlighted the correct bin for you.
It seems like I need a spare tension screw. Can you call the nearest bike shop and see if
I really love examples like this, but if I know that's a tension screw, and I've got that amount of tools, and I've got that many different hex nuts, I probably have an underlying knowledge of bikes anyway.
Do you want to get lunch? Yeah, give me 5 minutes. Can you finish what you were saying?
As I was saying,
that's cool that it recognized the interruption.
Section 2, you'll see how to replace the brake pads.
Hey, any updates on that call?
Yep, I just got off of the bike shop. They confirmed they have your tension screw in stock. Would you like?
Okay, so Astra can do that.
Can you show me some examples of dog baskets I can put on my bike?
Sure, I can help you with that. Just give me a moment. Here are some options. I think Zuka would look really great in these.
That's really cool.
A universal AI assistant will perform everyday tasks for us. It will take care of mundane admin and surface delightful new recommendations, making us more productive and enriching our lives. We're gathering feedback about these new capabilities now from trusted testers and working to bring them to Gemini Live, new experiences in search, and the Live API for developers, as well as new form factors like Android XR glasses. You'll hear more on this later today. My entire career at its core has been about using AI to advance knowledge and accelerate scientific discovery. At Google DeepMind, we've been applying AI across almost every branch of science for a long time. In just the past year, we've made some huge breakthroughs in a wide range of areas, for mathematics to life sciences. We've built AlphaProof that can solve maths Olympiad problems at the silver medal level. Co-scientists that can collaborate with researchers, helping them develop and test novel hypotheses.
That's pretty
and
cool.
We've just released AlphaEvolve, which can discover new scientific knowledge and speed up AI training itself. In the life sciences, we've built Amy, a research system that could help clinicians with medical diagnoses. AlphaFold 3, which can predict the structure and interactions of all of life's molecules. And Isomorphic Labs,
that's
which
really
builds on our
impressive.
AlphaFold work to revolutionize the drug discovery process with AI. And will one day help to solve many.
I'm inclined to agree, George. My other concern with
just
this,
years,
with all of AI, I mean, it's been a concern with just SEO, but in general as well. If we're relying on AIs to do things for us, we get closer to something like Idiocracy. I don't know if you can remember that film. If you're not, it's a very easy watch, but we need to retain the skill sets and use it as a tool, not a difference.
The most beneficial technology ever invented.
I feel like we're still doing a lot of bread and all of this. We're doing a lot of the starters here.
It's amazing to me that even just a few years ago, the frontier technology you're seeing today,
putting a lot of things down the road for later, so to speak.
It's exciting to see these technologies powering new experiences in products like Search and Gemini, and also coming together to help people in their daily lives. For example, we recently partnered with Ira, a company that assists people in the blind and low vision community to navigate the world by connecting them via video to human visual interpreters. Using Astra technology, we built a prototype to help more people have access to this type of assistance.
That's really good. I like it when, I love it when we actually start using this technology for. This is enriching lives. Being able to have a robot call a bike shop to find a hex coffee or something isn't as important, but being able to see and navigate the world, that's enriching.
We're building AI that's more personal, proactive, and powerful.
Yeah.
Enriching our lives, advancing the pace of scientific progress, and ushering in a new golden age of discovery and wonder.
Was this made with Genie or
playing till it got dark outside to make sure I could still play guitar without being able to see. I was diagnosed with retinitis pigmentosa when I was probably about 4 years old. My vision is actively deteriorating, but music has been something that I can continue to do with the closing in of my visual reality. I feel free when I'm playing music.
This is the enrichment.
Project Astra can help me be more independent. It would be, the greatest thing ever. Touring, for example, I love it because I get to go out and go to places I've never been before and meet new people. But it definitely.
So a couple more people have joined. If you're still joining now, we haven't had anything overly groundbreaking yet. We've had quite a bit around Gemini and it being an amazing model. Gemini SDK will now be compatible with MCPs. Google Beam is going to be a new product which will allow you to almost have 3D streams of yourself, 3D renders. We're getting one step closer to holographics. In Google Meet, rolling out today, will be real-time speech translation for English to Spanish. So it's kind of like those earpieces we've seen sci-fi movies. It's getting closer to full real-time. We'll be supporting other languages down the line. And potentially going to start seeing agent mode coming into play now. If they're looking to launch agent mode, I'd probably say they're also going to look to launch AI mode and other things as well. And ecosystem is probably the way I'd phrase it, but that's all conjecture. Hello Sundar. Sundar's back.
Thanks, Trevor. Amazing to see the possibilities for Project Astra to help with accessibility. It's another exciting example of how AI is advancing our timeless mission to organize the world's information.
Here we go.
Universally accessible and useful.
Here we go.
No product embodies our mission more than Google Search. It's the reason we started investing in AI decades ago, and how we can deliver its benefits at the scale of human curiosity. Our Gemini models are helping to make Google search more intelligent, agentic, and personalized. One great example of progress is our AI overview.
Here we go.
Since launching at I/O
George, this is what you wanted.
they've scaled up to over 1.5 billion users every month in more than 200 countries and territories. As people use AI overviews, we see they are happier with their results, and they
Yeah, I'm
search
taking
more
that off on the bingo card.
in our biggest markets like the US and India. AI overviews are
I knew
driving
Sundar
over
wouldn't let me down.
10% growth in the types of queries that show them. What's particularly exciting is that this growth increases over time. It's one of the most successful launches in search in the past decade. AI,
It's a simple launch when you kind of thrust it upon a very established product. So,
AI overviews
like,
are also
okay,
one of the strongest drivers of
let's
growth
not be
through visual
facetious.
searches in Google Lens. Lens grew 65% year over year. With more
Yeah,
than
Lens is good. I
100
use
billion
Lens a lot.
visual
I use
searches
Lens a lot for my
already
parents
this
as
year.
well.
So people are asking more queries, and they're also asking more complex queries. With our latest Gemini models, our AI overviews are at the quality and accuracy you've come to expect from search and are the fastest in the industry. For those who want an end-to-end AI search experience, we
AI
are
mode.
introducing an all-new AI mode. The total reimagining of search. With more advanced reasoning, you can ask AI mode longer and more complex queries.
Here we go.
Like this. In fact, users have been asking much longer queries, 2 to 3 times the length of traditional searches. And you can go further with follow-up questions. All of this is available today as a new tab right in search. I've been using it a lot.
AI mode. There we go.
How I use search. And I'm excited to share that AI mode is coming to everyone in the US starting today.
We knew that would be launched.
AI mode is where we will first bring our frontier capabilities into search. And starting this week, Gemini 2.5, our most intelligent model series, is coming to search. To share a whole lot more, here's Liz.
So we knew AI mode would be coming. I feel that was a little bit of a very subtle push into how big an announcement that was. So that's going out to everyone in the US.
Thanks, Sundar. In just 1 year, there's been a profound shift in how people are using search. For years, people have come to Google to ask questions like this. And now they're also asking questions that look more like this. They're asking longer questions, harder ones, and as you just heard from Sundar, lots more of them.
So a long tail.
They're experiencing
Okay.
what AI-powered search can do. As we bring together our Gemini model's advanced capabilities with search's unparalleled understanding of the web and the world's information. Today, you'll see how you can ask anything, and a more intelligent, agentic, and personalized search will take on your
Agentic is a
toughest
key word being used
and
here
help you
quite a
get
bit.
stuff done.
Oh, I've seen someone's commented.
This
I'll
is
come
the
to that in a
future of
second.
Google
Sorry,
search.
just doing the
A search that
the
goes
socials.
beyond information to intelligence. And you're starting to see this come to life already with AI overview. And AI mode takes this to the next level. AI mode
Yeah,
search
kind of like
transforms
our using area.
Gemini 2.5
Yeah.
at its core. It's our most powerful AI search, able to tackle any question. And as
The use of the word
Sundar announced,
agentic
we're
is
excited to
quite
start rolling out AI mode to
heavy.
everyone in the US, starting today. You'll find it as a new tab directly in search or right from your search box.
Okay.
AI mode will be loaded up with all of our best AI features and capabilities. But it's even more than that. It's a glimpse of what's to come. Over time, we'll graduate many of AI mode's cutting-edge features and capabilities directly into the core search experience. That starts today as we bring the same models that power AI mode to power AI overview. So you can bring your hardest questions right to the search box. Today, we'll give you a tour of AI mode, and you'll see how it works and how it's getting even better with personal context, deeper research, complex analysis and visualization, live multimodality, and new ways to shop. Now, that's a lot because AI mode can do a lot. So let's dive in. First, with AI mode, you can ask whatever's on your mind. And as you can see here, search gets to work. It generates a response, putting everything together for you, including links to content and creators you might not have otherwise discovered, and merchants and
Okay,
businesses.
so creators are not otherwise discovered, so that's
information
potentially a little bit of hidden gems.
Search uses AI to dynamically adapt the entire UI. The combination of text, images, links, even this map, just for your question. And you can follow up conversationally. Now, AI mode isn't just giving you information. It's bringing a whole new level of intelligence to search. What makes this possible is something we call our query fan-out technique. Now, under the hood, search recognizes when a question needs advanced reasoning. It calls on our custom version of Gemini to break the question into different subtopics, and it issues a multitude of queries simultaneously on your behalf. It searches across the entire web, going way deeper than traditional search. And it taps into all of our data sets of real-time information, like the knowledge graph, the shopping graph, and in this case,
Shopping graph for me was an important one there, so that means products potentially being pulled through into AI.
Search pulls together a response and it checks its work to make sure it meets our high bar for information quality. And if it detects any gaps, it issues even more searches to fill them in. That means with AI mode, you get all of this from just a single search, and you get it fast. Now let's take a look at what's coming next to AI mode, starting in lab.
Okay.
Soon, AI mode will be able to make the responses even more helpful, with personalized suggestions based on your past searches.
Okay, so there's a lot of retention in history here.
Connect other Google apps, starting with email. We call this personal context, and you'll see when AI mode is bringing yours in to help. So now, based on your recent restaurant bookings and searches, it gets that you prefer outdoor seating. And since you subscribe to those gallery newsletters, it suggests some cool art exhibits to check out while you're in town. But that's not all. Because your flight and hotel confirmations are in your inbox, you get event ideas to sync up with when you'll actually be in Nashville, with many nearby where you're staying. You can see how personal context in AI mode makes search really yours, with recommendations customized just for you. Now, this is always under your control, and you can choose to connect or disconnect it at any time. Personal context coming to AI mode this summer.
Wow. Okay, so that's quite soon. That is very, very soon.
Next, for questions when you want an even more thorough response, we're bringing deep research capabilities into AI mode. You already come to search today to really unpack a topic, but this brings it to a much deeper level. So much so that we're calling this deep search.
Deep search.
Deep search uses the same query fan-out techniques you just heard about, but multiplied. It can issue dozens,
Query
even
fan-out
hundreds of searches on your behalf. It reasons across all those disparate pieces of information, create an expert-level, fully cited report in just minutes. It includes links to the web throughout, so you can easily explore and take action. Now,
Okay, that's quite in depth, especially if you add personal context to it as well.
We've always thought about AI in search, because we believe AI will be the most powerful engine for discovery that the web has ever seen, helping people discover even more of what the web has to offer and find incredible, hyper-relevant content. You're starting to
So credible, hyper-relevant content probably alludes a little bit to hidden gems then.
So I'll hand it over to Roger, who will share how AI mode is helping analyze complex data.
Didn't even cross off my AI mode. Be useless in a gala bingo hall. Okay, Rajan likes baseball.
Thanks, Liz. Okay, so I'm a huge baseball fan. And lately, there's been a lot of buzz about these new torpedo bats. If you don't follow baseball, it's a new bat design where more of the weight of the bat is in the sweet spot. As you can see, I've been digging in on whether it's making a real impact on the game. And now, I'm wondering what the numbers say. So
I'll take be confirmed AI mode off now just so people can see all the subtitles if you're using them.
For notable players who currently use a torpedo bat. Think about it. There are so many parts to that question. Search needs to understand who the notable players are, which ones are using torpedo bats, and their stats. I get this helpful response, including this easy-to-read table. And I know that this is fresh and accurate since it uses our sports data that's continuously updated down to the last strike.
Okay.
Search even brings in important context, like that it's still early in the season. I can follow up and ask, how many home runs have these players hit this season? And just like that, I get this graph. This goes back to what Liz mentioned about AI mode dynamically generating the right UI for each response.
Mm-hmm.
Search figured out that the best way to present this information is a graph, and it created it. It's like having my very own sports analyst write in Search. Complex analysis and data visualization is coming this summer for sports and financial questions.
Okay, you led with sports, but the financial bit about be very interesting.
Okay, so all this talk about baseball made me want to get closer to the game, like at the next game close. But finding the perfect tickets can be a chore. So I'm excited to share that we're bringing Project Mariner's agentic capabilities into AI mode. We've already seen how AI mode is becoming more intelligent, personal.
So this could be quite big for the likes of like Ticketmaster and Vivid Seats and stuff like that.
Search can take work off my plate.
Sorry, George, what is it you really like? The agentic capability or?
Find 2 affordable tickets for this Saturday's Reds game in the lower level. Search kicks off a query fan out, looking across several sites to analyze hundreds of potential ticket options. Doing the tedious work of filling in forms with all the criteria I asked for. And it puts it all together, reasoning across the results to analyze.
Be interesting to see how we can track this.
Then, right here, task complete. I get great ticket options with helpful context, so I can make
graphical representation of data. Yeah. No, I completely love that as well. I love that
and at a reasonable price.
It's evolving beyond bullet lists and feature snippets and stuff like that, but now it's like bar charts and
ticket secured.
Interactivity as well. It's just like we've built inbuilt Streamlit apps with some Python, like map libs and open graphics and stuff in it.
Restaurant reservations and appointments for local services.
Okay, so this is very much around what they like 2-3 years ago.
We've been blazing the trail for multimodal search since before it was really even a thing. We introduced Google Lens on this very stage back in 2017.
Christ, is Lens really 8 years old?
It's easier to see what you search, what you see. Snap a picture with Google Lens or simply circle the search, and you can get an AI overview instantly. Like Sundar mentioned, visual search is on fire. And I'm excited to share that Lens has over 1.5 billion users.
Yeah, I'm one of them. Use it a lot, mainly on plants and birds. So it's interesting you said about it being AI overview. At the moment, it doesn't come up with an AI overview.
Big leap in multimodality by bringing Project Astra's live capabilities into AI mode.
Wow.
Think about all those questions that are so much simpler to just talk through and actually show what you mean. Like a DIY home repair, a tricky school assignment, or learning a new skill.
Yeah, I completely agree, George. Useful at all levels. I'll put that comment on the screen, actually. This is good. Yeah, it becomes really useful at all levels, not only for the casual or superficial user. Yeah, this is good.
Hopping on a video call with Search.
Now, if I can just make the graphs in GA4 is good.
And they ask about a million questions.
Or is usable. Do you think you could probably integrate this AI into GA4 and actually get their AI to understand it for you? I feel like that's a big gap in the product suite.
We recorded at home with our families just this past weekend. Let's take a look.
It looks like you're about to do a fun science experiment.
All right. Ready, Anya? Ready, Avi?
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you ready for your science experiment?
Yeah.
Can you guess which experiment I'm trying to do? I have hydrogen peroxide and dish soap and yeast.
You're likely going to make elephant toothpaste.
I don't know which one of these strawberries is ready.
What's elephant toothpaste?
To get this referred to her.
It looks like someone is ready to get their hands dirty and plant a green bean seedling. Pump it to about 50 pounds per square inch, but don't go over 90 psi.
I mixed the baking soda. What do I do next?
It looks like someone tried dipping a finger into the cinnamon water.
What should I do to make this even more impressive?
You could try using a different catalyst. Potassium iodide is a good option.
Whoa, why is it doing that?
Because you've got potassium iodide lying around the house. I do like this example though, because it is a little bit more relatable. Oh, that's elephant toothpaste.
Oh boy, how about I get strawberry stains out of the shirt?
Try using a mix of.
I like how they didn't film where that water rocket landed. That took off with some. I don't think that was 50 pounds PSI. Oh, but yeah, I'm sure she was on this last year.
With AI mode, we are bringing a new level of intelligence to help you shop with Google.
Shopping.
As you heard earlier, AI mode brings in information from the web and our real-time data. In this case, that means you get the visual inspiration of Google Images and the world's most comprehensive set of products and retailers from our shopping graph, which has over 50 billion product listings that get constantly updated. Let me show you how this comes together. So I have been on the hunt for a new rug for my living room. I'll say, I have a light gray couch and I'm looking for a rug to brighten the room. What I need first is visual inspiration. Search dynamically generates a browsable mosaic of images and some shoppable products personalized just for me.
This feels like Pinterest.
I see rugs from some of my go-to brands.
This feels like Pinterest. I did put a Pinterest style platform.
Oh, these are nice.
Please make this Pinterest.
Most of them wouldn't survive a day in my home. So I'll add, I have 4 active kids and they like to have friends over. Search, understand, involve.
Would you know, or would you just say you need it to be more durable?
It recommends a low tile and washable rug made from durable materials along with some products that I can shop. But I don't know a lot about rugs, so luckily, Search points out some things to consider and with helpful follow-ups like these. Taking a few days of research down to just a few minutes.
Okay.
You can imagine how helpful this new experience in AI mode will be for all of your shopping needs. Speaking of, I want a few new dresses for summer. Search gave me some great options, but now I'm faced with the classic online shopping dilemma.
Virtual try-on.
I have no clue how these styles will look on me.
Virtual try-on.
So we are introducing a new try-on feature that will help you virtually try on clothes.
Yeah.
So you get a feel for how styles might look on you. Let me show you a live demo.
Yeah, so they announced this in a blog post in like March 2023.
I really like this blue one. I click on this button to try it on. It asks me to upload a picture, which takes me to my camera roll. I have many pictures here. I'm going to pick one that is full length and
it's a lot more advanced than what was being shown way back when. However, you weren't able to upload an input person. It was just picking from select models and select heights and stuff. This is ridiculous, but I'm ticking off VTO. Virtual try-on. I don't know what it's going to be called now, but it was virtual try-on when it was launched.
Wow, and it's back. I have to say I love a live demo when it works. All right, more on how it works. It brings in advanced 3D shape understanding, which allows us to perceive shapes and depths more accurately, helping us better visualize the human body. Our try-on experience works with your photo. It's not some
so they actually announced this, George, back in March and June 2023. They still have it on my blog, and it's like a GIF around stuff. I think on the SALT channel, Thierry and I actually did some uncovering it and looking at it as well. They didn't have this diffusion encoding, however, but at the time it was just more very much a large, small, medium, XL, short, like height variations with generic kind of very human, but they were stock images. This is much more in depth.
And buy it for me with our new agentic checkout feature. So let me get back here to the dress. And I'm going to click this thing to track price. I pick my size.
Price tracking.
Then I can set a target price.
I'm going to take that one off as well.
$50. And tracking is happening.
I now have a line. Yay.
Check website where the dress is available and then let me know if the price drops. So now let's switch out of our live demo mode, and then I'm going to sprinkle some IO magic, and let's.
Sorry about that, I just had some Jabra issues.
Which is one tap, search, securely buys it for me with Google
So you can
Pay.
make purchase
and of course,
by
all of this happened under my guidance. From inspiration to purchase. Our new intelligent capabilities bring the best of shopping together with the best of AI right here in search. Our new visual shopping and agentic checkout features are rolling out in the coming months, and you can start trying on looks in labs beginning today.
So she says it's called Loose.
And now back to you, Liz.
Thanks, Vidya. As Sundar mentioned, this all gets an even bigger upgrade later this week when we bring a custom version of Gemini 2.5 to both AI overviews and AI mode. This is the next frontier of Google search.
Okay.
Where AI overviews bring the helpfulness of AI to everyone.
Best about measurements and everything, yeah, agreed.
And as you've seen today, AI mode is a totally reimagined AI search with all our most cutting-edge AI features and capabilities. We couldn't be more excited about this chapter of Google Search, where you can truly ask anything. And we mean anything.
Oh God, where's this
your
going?
Your simplest and your hardest questions, your deepest research, your personalized shopping needs, your just take it off my plate tasks. All you have to do is ask.
I can't help it if I'm popping, see them watching. It's outrageous how this flavor got them shut up. Hold up. I feel fabulous.
Okay, this is pretty impressive.
What else should I do to make it stronger?
To make it stronger, consider adding more triangles to the design.
Okay, engineering. Here's a viewership event. Say hi in the chat, let me know where you're from. Let me know if this is living up to what you expected or if there's anything else you're expecting to see from Google at the moment. Yeah, this is full nearly assistant, isn't it? This is going to be a fun summer. Hi Josh. Does Josh like basketball? By any chance?
For years, people have pursued building an AI system that doesn't just respond but understands.
Okay.
One that doesn't just wait, but anticipate. A truly universal assistant that empowers you. And today, we're taking a new step forward to that future, and we're using the Gemini app to get there. Our goal is to make Gemini the most personal, proactive, and powerful AI assistant. And it starts with being personal. What if your AI assistant was truly yours? Truly yours. An assistant that learns you, your preferences, your projects, your world, and you were always in the driver's seat. And with your permission, you could share relevant Google information with it, making it an extension of you. We call this personal context, and we've already made it possible for you to connect your
Here we go. Here's personal context.
so it can understand that you've searched for recipes in the past and craft responses like this. Starting soon, you'll be able to add even more personal context from across Google to Gemini, so it will be uniquely helpful. You can choose to turn this on, and you'll always be in control of the experience. You can view and manage your information, as well as connect and disconnect different Google apps. This level of personalization gives you a more proactive AI assistant, and this changes a lot. See, today, most AI is reactive. You ask, it answers. But what if it could see what's coming and help you prepare, even before you ask? Imagine you're a student. You've got a big physics exam looming, and instead of scrambling, Gemini sees it on your calendar a week out.
Sorry, I didn't realize I had the mouse on there.
It comes with personalized.
So personal context to me is going to be slightly much bigger than AI mode. I mean, AI mode is going to be impactful, but if it's in personal context, that means there's going to be no data sharing because regulations won't allow it, and then it's going to be harder to break into categories and audiences and segments that don't have, well, already have preferences, really.
In this case, Gemini knows that I'm into cycling. So it explains this concept of thermodynamics to me using an analogy I'll understand.
That's pretty cool.
This is where we're headed with Gemini. And it's all possible because of the powerful capabilities in the underlying model. Last month, we shipped our latest 2.5 Pro model in the Gemini app. And it wasn't just an upgrade, it was a leap forward. People are doing extraordinary things in the app. They're not just vibe coding, they're inventing entire games and making fully featured websites in minutes. They're thinking things into existence. And it's fun.
Yeah, space
write
cat.
software for the first time or create a video with our VO model to generate and edit images. It's a new superpower for everyone. And so these 3 Ps, personal, proactive, and powerful.
Yeah.
These are the frontiers of AI assistance. And thanks to 2.5 Pro, we're making big strides across all 3.
Agentic.
So let's talk more about how all
Ps.
this is coming together to life in the Gemini app. We're launching 5 things today. First, let's talk about Gemini Live. People are blown away by how interactive and natural the conversations are. And it works in over 45 languages.
Okay, so launching Gemini Live,
it's so intuitive,
45 languages,
so
150
the conversations,
countries.
in fact, are 5 times longer than the text conversations in the app.
5
And I
times
can
long
tell you from
text.
personal experience, it's great for talking through things on the drive into work in the morning. Now, as Sundar mentioned, Gemini Live now includes camera and screen sharing. Both
Camera
of
and
which are
screen
incredible.
sharing.
All of it is rolling out free of charge in the Gemini app on Android and iOS.
That's
today.
again quite powerful. That is quite powerful for
And in
free.
the coming weeks, you'll be able to connect Gemini Live to some of your favorite apps, like Calendar, Maps, Keep, Tasks.
I mean, in
soon,
ChatGPT, you can do
point your
that
camera
anyway.
And ask it to
Share
add
camera.
an invite to your calendar, and it'll be done. Or if you need to decipher your roommate's handwriting for the shopping list, Gemini Live
That's
can
pretty
turn
cool.
those scribbles into a neat list in Google Keep. Our Gemini Live roadmap is overflowing with exciting things. They're all being prototyped in Project Astra, like you saw earlier. And as those ideas mature, we'll graduate them into Gemini Live for everyone. And since Gemini and Android work so closely together, many of those experiences will work great on Android across the entire ecosystem. So stay tuned for more. All right, real-time interaction is amazing, but sometimes you need to go deep. unravel something complex. This is where deep research comes in. Starting today, deep research will now let you upload your own files to guide the research agent, which is one of the top requested features. And soon will let you research across Google Drive and Gmail. So you can easily pull in information from there too.
Okay.
So let's say you have this incredible.
This will be good for researchers and data analysts.
In this case, it's about the science of comets moving throughout space. How do you get all that?
I wonder if this is the same capability to visualize data.
Engaging, something you can share. This is where Canvas comes in. It's Gemini's interactive space for co-creation. This is where Canvas comes in. It's Gemini's interactive space for co-creation. Canvas will now let you transform that report with one tap into all kinds of new things, like a dynamic web page, an infographic, a helpful quiz, even a custom podcast in 45 languages. But if you want to go further, you can vibe code all sorts of amazing things in Canvas with as much back and forth as you want. You can get exactly the experience you're looking for.
That's really actually pretty cool.
Comet simulation that one of our Googlers made just by describing what they wanted to do.
That's
and collaborating
mad.
with Gemini to
Comment. Sorry, I need to be better looking at the comments.
And as you can share apps like this, others can easily jump in and view it.
I completely agree, George. A big thing I've been saying is ecosystem is a very powerful thing here. Google's competing with eBay, with Amazon, with the other LLMs. It's almost becoming more like what Baidu was in China, one ecosystem, payments, everything. I think most part X and Musk, I think he's trying to make Twitter a similar ecosystem. Things like XPay, Grok, the information service, actually almost trying to make that an ecosystem. Google is no longer search, it's an ecosystem. X isn't Twitter anymore, it's an ecosystem. And I think the LLMs are great in terms of generation and problem solving, but I think those established platforms of use bases, Meta as well, potentially can become that ecosystem.
All right, we've taken some quizzes, we've talked to Gemini Live, we've learned about comments and campsites. Now it's time to create some things. Starting today, we're bringing our latest and most capable image generation model into the Gemini app.
Okay.
It's called Imagine 4, and it's a big leap forward. The images are richer with more nuanced colors and fine-grained details. The shadows in the different shots, the water droplets that come through in the photos. I've spent a lot of time around these models, and I can say this model and the progression has gone from good to great, stunning. And Imagine 4 is so much better at text and photography. In the past, you might have created something that looks good, but adding words didn't always work just right. So check this out. Maybe I want to create a poster for a music festival. We'll make the Chrome Dino the big headliner.
Yeah,
Imagine
Chromosaurus.
Doesn't just get the text and spelling right. It's actually making creative choices, like using dinosaur bones in the font, or figuring out.
Wow, just think 2 years ago, AI couldn't handle words or hands. Now it can handle words, hands, and shadows.
The speed is faster. The text is better. All of this lets you make posters, party invites, and anything else. And with Gemini's native image generation, you can easily edit these images too, right in the app. We've also made
so that's a rivaling Canva AI event.
We can't wait for you to get your hands on it. In fact, it's 10 times faster than our previous model. So you can iterate through many ideas quickly. All right, I want to show you one last thing.
I'm going to take the Pinterest style platform as part of AI mode.
Motion and sound to tell the whole story. Last December, VO2 came out, and it redefined video generation for the industry. And if you saw Dennis's Sizzling Onions post yesterday, you know that we've been cooking something else. Today, I'm excited to announce our new state-of-the-art model, VO3.
Cool.
And like a lot of other things you've heard about from stage today, it's available today. The visual quality is even better. Its understanding of physics is stronger. But here's the leap forward. VO3 comes with native audio generation. That means that VO3 can generate sound effects, background sounds, and dialogue.
Dialogue.
You prompt it, and your characters can speak. Here's a wise old owl and a nervous young badger in the forest. Take a listen.
They left behind a ball today. It bounced higher than I can jump. What manner of magic is that?
That's mind-blowing. No, the squirrel's got nothing to say. Okay.
Pretty cool, right? VO added not just the sounds of the forest, but also the dialogue. We're entering a new era of creation with combined audio and video generation that's incredibly realistic. The quality is so good, it feels like you're there on the boat with this guy.
This ocean, it's a force, a wild, untamed might. And she commands your awe with every breaking light.
Nah, I'll just put it on George. Yeah, no, the dialogue does work very well in Notebook LLM, so probably the testing ground for VO. The thing that got me there with the Fisherman style one was just how in sync the words were to the mouth and the mouth movements.
Creative tool. And we've been working closely with the film industry to imagine what's possible with VO and to get this right. And you'll hear more about that in a few minutes.
Oh, that feels
So
like
that's
when
what's happening
Disney
around
started to
Starting
capture
today,
actors'
Gemini
faces
Live capabilities
with AI.
are free and rolling out across Android and iOS.
Wow.
Deep Research and Canvas are getting their biggest updates yet. There's a new agent mode coming for multi-step actions that you heard about earlier. We're introducing Gemini in Chrome to help you navigate the web, and you can create stunning images and videos with sound using the new Imagine 4 and VO3 models. It's all coming together in the Gemini app as we work to deliver the most personal, proactive, and powerful AI assistant. And now, to go into more detail about how these generative models are unlocking creative expression, here's Jason.
Okay. I do like these AI elements coming in. The hair texture is pretty cool.
Whether
Hey,
you're a
Jason.
creator, a musician, or filmmaker, generative media is expanding the boundaries of creativity. By working closely with the artistic community since the very beginning, we continue to build technology that empowers their creative process. For example, we worked with musicians to develop Music AI Sandbox. It's a tool for professionals to explore the possibilities of our generative music model, Lyria, in their work. Let's watch a clip starring the legendary Grammy Award-winning singer and composer Shankar Mahadevan putting Music AI Sandbox and Lyria to use.
I'm Shankar Mahadevan and I'm a music composer, singer, producer, and a happy man. Working with Sandbox is great. We inputted our requirement and it gave us a bed.
Okay.
We used that bed and we came up with a song.
So we're getting closer to AI music generation now.
You open a door and you see, hey, there's another room there. And then you open one more door and you see one more room there. So that's what AI does.
Yeah, it takes out the busy work into the mental connectors. Okay.
Amazing.
Mm-hmm. That's Lyria. So Lyria is what the DJ was using in the little 20 minutes before the keynote started with Sundar.
Solo and fire. As you hear, it makes expressive and rich music.
So this is what the evolution of auto-tune and the death for copyright-free stock music libraries.
Today for enterprises, YouTube creators, and musicians. This focus on collaboration carries over not just into what we build, but how. Right now, it's not easy for people or organizations to detect AI-generated images. This will become only more true as technology improves and the music, audio, images, and videos become more lifelike. So, we're continuing to innovate in this space.
Okay.
2 years ago, we pioneered SynthID, which embeds invisible watermarks into generated media. To date, over 10 billion pieces of content have been watermarked.
Ooh,
we're
that's a
also
lot.
expanding our partnerships to ensure that more content
Wonder
is
how many of them are
watermarked with
Studio
SynthID,
Ghibli style
and that
pictures.
more organizations can detect it too. Finally, we're also making it easier to detect the watermark. Our new SynthID detector can identify if an image, audio track, text, or video has SynthID in it, whether it's in the whole piece or even just a part.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
We're starting to roll this out to early testers today.
That's really good. It needs that level of regulation. It's good that both sides of the coin are being
Our
developed.
collaboration efforts have also helped us explore VO as a filmmaking tool. Recently, we teamed up with visionary director Darren Aronofsky and his new storytelling venture, Primordial Soup, to shape VO's capabilities to meet the needs of storytellers, putting artists in the driver's seat of innovation. Together, we are putting the world's best video generation model into the hands of top filmmakers to push the boundaries of technology as a tool for more creative and emotional storytelling. The first of the partnership's 3 short films.
So the ones left on my bingo card whilst we're talking fast. George, we'll see change on YouTube very soon. Will all be technology integrated? Yeah, potentially. I mean, I use AI for image generation for thumbnails and blog headers and stuff because you can get them a little bit more branded, get them a bit nicer, and it's an image. Like it's just a stock holder for visuality. I don't really think it matters that much for that context, but for the bad actors, it is important that that is regulated. Definitely. Oh yeah, and I think we'll see it on YouTube, and it'll be good because indie creators and smaller creators. I was watching someone on YouTube at lunchtime today who he only had 16 subscribers, but his video circulated into my feed. It was a Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu playthrough, and it was good. And these tools are going to give them the ability to compete with multi-100,000, multi-million subscriber channels with mass resources and editors and stuff, which is great. So left on my little bingo card, I have 2 things left. I have learn about, potentially. So learn about's an educational form. I'd have thought I'd have covered this a bit earlier if I were going to launch out. And I also just did Google Goes Full Netscape, but AI mode's a different tab. We know that Discovery is coming to desktop.
Am I going to be okay? For every creature that came before you, from every star that died.
This is all cool stuff. Like the level of creativity of humans in the art sector is going to like explode.
Incredible work. Eliza combined live-action performance with VO-generated video, like the microscopic worlds, the cosmic events, and herself as a newborn. This approach opened up completely new storytelling possibilities, empowering Eliza to bring cinematic scale and emotion with deeply personal story. This partnership also helped shape VO's capabilities to meet the needs of storytellers.
There would have been multiple partnerships, wouldn't there?
We built new capabilities for filmmakers. So when you're making a video, it will use ingredients you give it, characters, scenes, or styles.
Okay, this is pretty cool.
Or you can direct VO, giving it precise camera instructions and have it shoot along a specific path. These capabilities help filmmakers fluidly express their ideas with VO. We then took things one step further. To tell you more, let's get Josh back out here.
Oh, Josh. Is he running like basketball?
Thanks, Jason. Based on our collaboration with the creative community, we've been building a new AI filmmaking tool for creatives. One that combines the best of VO, Imagine, and Gemini. A tool built for creatives.
Of course, they're going after multiple markets.
Inspired by that magical feeling you get when you get lost in the creative.
If you're new to the comments, new to the stream, hello. Everything you may have missed thus far is currently scrolling across the bottom of your screen. Thank you for joining us. Please do let me know where you're joining us from in the comments. Please let me know what you're expecting to see, or if the things that have come out so far met your expectations. And please do consider dropping the video a like, subscribing to the channel, if not just for this content, for the hat more than anything. I am out here wearing this on the public internet, probably to annoy my wife more than for your enjoyment.
There it is. Pretty cool. Next, you can start to assemble all of
Was
those
that a golden
clips
cockerel?
together. With a single prompt, you can describe what you want, including very precise camera controls. Flow puts everything in place. And I can keep iterating in the scene builder.
The next KFC advert in development.
If I want to capture the next shot of the scene, I can just hit the plus icon to create the next shot. I can describe what I want to happen next, like adding a 10-foot tall chicken in the back seat.
Okay.
And Flow will do the rest. The character consistency, the scene consistency, it just works. And if something isn't, quite right, no problem. You can just go back in like any other video tool and trim it up if it's not working for you.
That's pretty cool.
But Flow works in the other direction as well. It lets you extend a clip too. So I can get the perfect ending that I've been working towards. Once I've got all the clips I need, I can download
you can tell it's AI.
I can bring them into my favorite editing software, add some music from Lyria, and now the old man finally has his flying car.
Yeah, that's a KFC advert. That's pretty cool.
Pretty awesome, pretty awesome. I want you to hear just a few words from a few of our AI filmmakers who we've been working with to shape Flow, how they describe how it feels using it, and how they're making it even better. Let's take a watch.
I don't know if I'm on the right path, but I'm trying to find it. I'm questioning.
Bit of multiverse of madness, kind of Doctor Strange stuff happening there.
And I'm not trying anymore. I'm just doing. And all of the pieces start falling into place.
It all feels pretty clear in my head. I see these like flashes of possibilities, almost like
cool.
through dimensions.
I'm looking down at myself and my characters in these different worlds, and it's almost coming to life on their own, even though I know I'm in control.
80s, early 90s superhero you didn't know you needed.
It feels like it's almost building upon itself at some point. You know, you could have an infinite amount of endings to your story.
The lava lamp people.
So the work isn't built brick by brick by brick. It blooms like a spontaneous garden. It grows naturally, fully vibrant and complete.
I wonder how much of this will be edited on real footage to create like fake experience. Like you already get heavily edited photos in parts of the travel industry anyway, because you see that expectation versus reality thing. It'll be interesting to see how flow happens. Is it? Flow. Okay.
So amazing to hear those filmmakers talk about bringing their incredible visions to life. And that feeling of building, of creating, that's exactly what we want to put in your hands today. So I'm excited to share that we're upgrading 2 AI subscription plans today. We will have Google AI Pro and the all-new Google AI Ultra. With the Pro plan, which is going to be available globally, you'll get a full suite of AI products with higher rate limits and special features compared to the free version. This includes the Pro version of the Gemini app that was formerly known as Gemini Advanced.
Okay.
Then there's the Ultra plan. It's for the trailblazers, the pioneers, those of you who want cutting-edge AI from Google. The plan comes with the highest rate limits, the earliest access to new features and products from across Google. It's available in the US today, and we'll be rolling it out globally soon.
Staggering
you can
amount
think of
of
this
cash.
Ultra plan as your VIP pass for Google AI. So if you're an Ultra subscriber, you'll get huge rate limits and access to that 2.5 Pro deep sync mode in the Gemini app when it's ready.
This is pretty high and substantial.
Flow with VO3 available today. And it also comes with YouTube Premium and a massive amount of storage.
Obviously, it comes with YouTube Premium. Why not? I mean, you're spending that much on the Google ecosystem. YouTube Premium, watch more videos, create more videos.
Into how AI is interacting with the physical world. Please welcome up Sharam.
Hi, Sharam. Okay, so again, a few more people are joining. If you're new to the stream, I don't envisage there's only about 15-20 minutes left of this based on previous years. So far, we've got Gemini rolling out live for Android and iOS, the confirmed AI mode, a few other things. It's all scrolling across the bottom of the screen. Please say hi in the comments, let me know where you're from and what your expectations are for I/O this year.
And of course, Android is the best place to experience AI. Many of the Gemini breakthroughs you saw today are coming soon to Android. You can already access Gemini instantly from the Power button. It understands your context and is ready to help.
Does it?
But Android is powering more than your phone. It's an entire ecosystem of devices. In the coming months, we're bringing Gemini to your watch, your car's dashboard, even your TV.
That's pretty cool.
So wherever you are, you have a helpful AI
Not a bad price for a
to make
creative.
your
Let me
life
put that up,
easier.
George. I agree.
But
Not a
what
bad
about
price for
the
a creative
early
agency
form
dedicated to
factors
branding. Now, I
that
think
let you
creative
experience an AI
creative
assistant
agencies have
in
just
new
basically
ways?
unlocked a superpower.
That's exactly why we're building Android XR.
But it's like if in SEO, if we want to do, we necessarily won't lower prices, but we'll increase productivity. So you're not charging less, you're just gaining more for it. It's almost creates like a Disney dollar kind of economy.
From headsets,
but no, I agree. Like that's a superpower for creative and branding agencies, and even I say all marketing. I probably say for other agencies who aren't creative and don't do branding. If we wanted a motion graphic video or something, we'd go to an external and get it done. Whereas for 250 quid, for 500 quid for 2 months, it unlocks a possibility for us to do that. Whereas a creative agency would probably be 3-4 grand. So it's interesting.
We built Android
it's definitely going to change the ecosystem. With Samsung and optimized it for is this the XR?
Since releasing the Android XR developer preview last year, hundreds of developers are building for the platform. We're also reimagining all your favorite Google apps for XR. And it's Android after all, so your mobile and tablet apps work too. Now, today, I want to share how Gemini transforms the way you experience both headsets and glasses. On these devices, your AI assistant understands your context and intent in richer ways to help you throughout your day. Let's start with Gemini on headsets. This is Samsung's Project Muhan, the first Android XR device.
Okay, Muhan. There's a few things saying they might be talking XR today, especially in Engadget, Tech Target, and 9 to 5 Google.
With Gemini by your side. With Google Maps and XR, you can teleport anywhere in the world simply by asking Gemini to take you there. You can talk with your AI assistant about anything you see and have it pull up videos and websites about what you're exploring. So many of us dream about sitting front row to watch our favorite team. Imagine watching them play in the MLB app as if you were right there in the stadium. While chatting with
Okay, so this is
Gemini
like what
about
Samsung did with
and
the
game
handheld cameras and the adverts and things like
Samsung's
that.
Project Muhan will be available for purchase later this year.
Okay, and some
We
sports
can't
channels
wait
have a
for you
stadium
to
view.
try it for yourself. Now, let's turn our attention to glasses. As you know, we've been building glasses for
I
over 10
tried
years,
Google Glass in
and we've
2014.
never stopped. Glasses
Tried it
with
at a
Android
Google event
XR
in Old
are
Trafford in
lightweight
Manchester. It was
and
great.
designed for all-day wear, even though they're packed with technology. A camera, a microphone.
They've got to do this
gives
because
Gemini
Meta
the
are looking
ability
to bring out
see
glasses out of
and
smart
hear the
glasses.
world.
It's
Speakers let you
ecosystem.
listen to
It's
the
all
AI,
ecosystem.
play music, or take calls. And an optional in-lens display privately shows you helpful information just when you need it. These glasses work with your phone, giving you access to your apps while keeping your hands free. All this makes glasses a natural form factor for AI, bringing the power of Gemini right to where you are.
That's pretty clever.
Unlike Clark Kent, you can get superpowers when you put your glasses on. Okay, who's up for seeing an early demo of Android XR glasses? Let's see how they work in the most hectic environment possible right now, backstage at I/O. Our very own superwoman, Nishta, is back there to show us how these glasses work for real. Let me send her a text now, and let's get started.
Hey everyone. Right now, you should be seeing exactly what I'm seeing through the lens of my Android XR glasses.
Oh, they've got
Like
the
my
Google
little coffee over
card
here,
thing.
and that text from Strong that just came in. Let's see what he said. All right, it's definitely showtime, so I'm going to launch Gemini and get us going. Send Shram a text that I'm getting started and silence my notifications, please.
Okay, I've sent that message.
Exactly what I just said, George. I'll put on thing.
Perfect.
It's Meta looking at bringing out smart glasses, which
the lights on your glasses.
opens
So I think
up.
it's safe to say that we're live right now.
It opens up a possibility for Meta to enter the ecosystem. This isn't as much a product. This is a defensive product. It's a further insurance policy. It's I mean, Google Glass. I liked
Let's get coffee after
Google
this, and I'll bring
Glass
you those glasses.
really like ages ago,
Thank you.
and I tried it in 2014, and I thought it had good potential. I was disappointed it didn't take on, but these look pretty cool.
Wearing our glasses?
I love it. This place I both my hands for double high fives.
Nice. Let me keep showing you guys what these glasses can do. I've been curious about this photo wall all day. Like, what band is this, and how are they connected?
Thank you, George. I'll just pop back. I know the comments are small on the screen, but I'll make that bigger as well. Just so everyone can actually see what I'm replying to. I mean, you'll see anyway on YouTube. I forget sometimes you haven't got the same StreamYard interface I do.
Which are often seen as homecoming shows for the band.
No way. Can you show me a photo of one of their performances here?
Sure, here's one. Want me to play one of their songs?
I'd love that. I can listen while I make my way to the stage.
Great. Here's Under the Aurora by Counting Crows.
Okay, who's ready to see these glasses? Here comes Nishta.
Okay, that is pretty cool.
Welcome, Nishta.
Hey, everyone.
Thanks for that star-studded behind-the-scenes look. By the way, do you want to book that coffee with Dita now?
Yes. The crew actually gave me some awesome coffee backstage, so let me try something fun. Gemini, what was the name of the coffee shop on the cup I had earlier?
That might have been Bloomsgiving. From what I can tell, it's a vibrant coffee shop on Castro.
That's insane. That's personal context. That's memory. That's bloody useful.
Can you show me the photos of that cafe? I want to check out the vibe.
Definitely. Do these photos from maps help?
Oh, I know that spot. It's a flower shop as well as a coffee shop, but it is downtown.
Okay. Gemini, show me what it would take to walk here.
Getting those directions now. It'll take you about an hour.
Okay. I can get some steps in, and these heads-up directions and a full 3D map should make it.
Oh, that
super
map's
easy.
pretty cool. That map is really cool.
Go ahead and send Dieter an invite for that cafe and get coffee at 3 p.m. today.
I'll send out that invite now. Enjoy the coffee.
As you saw, Gemini helped Nishta search what she sees. Remember details like the coffee.
Anyone joining us on the live stream just now, so I can see the numbers going up and down. Everything that has come so far, which I feel is quite relevant to SEO, is going across the bottom ribbon at the moment. Please do drop a hello in the comments. Please let me know what your expectations are or where for this I/O. And please let me know where you're from. And again, if you have joined us or you've been with us as well, please do consider subscribing to the channel and dropping it a like. I mean, if for anything, at least for the fact I'm wearing a nuclear hat, because it's a public internet, I'm making myself look stupid. Okay, so the pro basketball players out.
All right, Gemini, take a photo for me and add it to my favorites.
That looks amazing.
The real-time processing there is pretty fast for a smart device.
I'm completely starstruck. Okay, one last thing. Sundar showed what's possible with live chat translation earlier.
Oh, so in the audience we've seen a Chelsea shirt and a betting company.
Very risky demo, but we're going to give it a shot. Nishta and I are going to speak to each other in our mother tongues. Nishta's going to speak Hindi. I'm going to speak Farsi very poorly. And you'll see the feed from both of our glasses back here. And so you can all follow along. We'll show an English translation in real time. Okay? Let's give it a shot.
This is
Fingers
cool.
crossed. Besiyar fu. Hala mituni bebini. Harfay man. ترجمه میشن از فارسی به انگلیسی.
हाँ बिल्कुल अब मेरी पूरी दुनिया खुल जाती है और मैं सब कुछ समझ सकती हूँ आसानी से.
حالا میتونی با همه آدمای دنیا صحبت بکنی.
So in Google Glass in 2014 they had visual auto translation, which they kind of had in Google Translate at the time, but this is insane.
We said it's a risky demo.
Even to get to that stage, regardless if it's a risky demo or not, that's pretty cool. That's pretty bloody cool. George, do you reckon you'll be buying them? Holly, if you're still around with us, do you reckon you'll be getting them as well?
Thank you, Nishta, for that awesome tour of Android XR glasses. We're so excited about the possibilities
really good,
when
George.
you have an incredibly helpful AI assistant by your side with these Android XR devices. But that's not all. We're taking our partnership with Samsung to the next level by extending Android XR beyond headsets to glasses. We're creating the software and reference hardware platform to enable the ecosystem to build great glasses alongside us. Our glasses prototypes are already being used by trusted testers, and you'll be able to start developing for glasses later this year. Now, we know that these need to be stylish glasses that you'll want to wear all day.
Yeah, the Universal Translator.
That's
Is it
why
Star Trek,
I'm
where it was the
excited to
thing
announce
in the
today
ear,
that Jeff
which auto-translated? Is that what I was thinking of earlier?
Will be the first eyewear partners to build glasses with Android XR.
Wow.
We want you to be able to wear glasses that match your personal taste. This is
I
just
thought it
the
was.
start. I can't wait for you to try Android XR for yourself, and we'll have lots more to share in the months ahead. Thank you so much.
1966, yeah. I feel Sundar's AI was very safe. It was putting on a F1 headset by an F1 car.
Are amazing. Research to reality, literally right in front of our eyes.
Mm.
Okay, so we are nearing the end of the show. Today you've heard a lot about ELO scores, benchmarks, and state-of-the-art performance. But I know there's one metric you've all been waiting for, our AI counter. So let's take a look at one last.
You got my hopes up, but I thought you was going to say we'd get AI traffic and search console.
Yes, we have a new entrant.
Jeez.
Gemini takes the lead, coming in at 95. Very exhilarating. On a more serious note, here's everything we've announced today, from new launches and product expansions to glimmers of what's to come. The opportunity with AI is truly as big as it gets. And it'll be up to this wave of developers, technology builders,
that's a lot of stuff.
Sure it benefits.
Agentic. So the key things is agentic, shopping mode AI, personal contact. For me, personal contact and agentic is important.
Here in California and so many places around the world. So many of us know someone who has been affected by wildfires. They can start suddenly and grow out of control in a matter of minutes. Speed and precision can make all the difference. Together with an amazing group of partners, we are building something called FireSat. It's a constellation of satellites that use multispectral satellite imagery and AI, aiming to provide near real-time insights.
That's stunning. That's great.
It can detect fires.
I love this kind of application of AI.
About the size of a one-car garage. Our first satellite is in orbit now. When fully operational, imagery will be updated with a much greater frequency, down from every 12 hours today to every 20 minutes.
Now, if they can roll that out for things like tornadoes as well, and based on weather patterns, which I know a lot harder, but
in other kinds of emergencies. During Hurricane Helene, Ring, in partnership with Walmart and the Red Cross, provided relief efforts with drone delivery. Supported by AI, we were able to deliver critical items like food and medicine to a YMCA shelter in North Carolina based on real-time needs.
Brilliant. I really do love this use of AI and technologies.
And we are actively working to scale up. These are examples of ways AI is helping society right now. They're especially inspiring to think about the research of today that will become reality in a few short years.
Research to reality again.
It's building the next generation of helpful robots, finding treatments for the world's deadliest diseases, advancing error-corrected quantum computers, or delivering fully autonomous vehicles that can safely bring you anywhere you want to go. All of this is very much possible within not decades, but years.
Yeah.
It's amazing. This opportunity to improve lives is not something I take for granted. And the recent experience brought that home for me. I was in San Francisco with my parents. The first thing they wanted to do was to ride in a Waymo, like a lot of other tourists. I had taken Waymos before, but watching my father, who's in his 80s, in the front seat, be totally amazed, I saw the progress in a whole new light. It was a reminder of how incredible the power of technology is to inspire, to all.
Despite my best efforts 3 years ago when I was in Mountain View, I failed to get a self-driving car.
Thank you.
Well, that was an interesting I.O. Okay.
I see infinite possibilities with Flow. What manner of magic is that? AI mode is the biggest.
So let's just turn it down a bit. AI mode's pretty huge. So I think that's bringing this year's Google I.O. to an end. Thank you for everyone who has joined me watching the keynotes. I hope you enjoyed the chat. I hope you enjoyed the commentary. If you've liked this video, please do drop the video a like. Please do subscribe to the channel. Please do consider sharing with friends. Anything like that, it's all very appreciated. I'm going to drop behind the scenes now, but I'm going to leave this sharing for the next sort of 5 minutes or so. But thank you very much for joining me. I hope you all have a good evening. Thank you, George, Holly, everyone who joined us. Until next time, take care.